Welcome to the Unqualified Gamers Podcast.
Season 3, Episode 1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How we doing, ladies?
Just started Episode 3 or Season 3.
How the fuck we doing? Season 3 is here.
We made it.
I'm not sick at
101.
all. I'm
Holy
amped
crap!
the
This is a
fuck
Dalmatian
up.
episode.
I'm amped up, boys and girls.
I think we got to give a sound warning at the start of this.
No.
Make sure that people turn their shit down a
Explicit,
little bit.
explicit warning for people. Trigger warning.
Yeah, right.
I think
Loud
they're
host.
fine. Dude, they know what's up.
They're pumped.
We're
they're
season
pumped.
3, Episode 1 right now.
I do want to start off with this, which just to kind of start the tone off low, and we'll go back up. But kind of a good thing that Zeus got out of Cali when he did, because thoughts and prayers to everybody in Cali right now with the extreme fires. Yeah, there's a lot of homes in downtown area that is and they still don't have a way to contain it. They still haven't been able to contain it. It's still spreading crazily. So
Well, the crazy thing is there's no water at all. Like in the
they
pipes
have
or anything.
they have planes scooping the Pacific and dumping it, but
Yeah, but like there's no fucking water in the fire hydrants.
yeah, the lines got dried up.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's been a problem with California for years. Is that and I kind of stopped. This might just be a horrible thing altogether, but I stopped listening to all of the drought warnings because they would be you'd hear on the news or something. Don't use water because we're in the worst drought of 40 years. Okay, fine. You get a light rain. All the reservoirs are filled. They're over the top. They're like, we'll have enough water for the next 800 years. And they have no way of keeping that water. Like their infrastructure for water retention is so bad. By the middle of the following year, we're in the worst drought since recorded history of man. It's just like, guys, we don't care anymore.
Well,
California was also the LA area was so bad at one point that they're like, hey, we need everyone to use less water. And people are like, okay, that's fine. And then pipes started bursting all over the place because of all the extra water pressure from people not using it. So then they added an additional tax. So now the water is tiered. So if you don't use enough water, you're taxed. There's this like nice little like Goldilocks area where you don't get taxed anything extra. And then anything you use above that point, you get an additional tax. So you're taxed for not using enough water now.
Well, this is the same
even though they want you to conserve.
That said that they won't allow vehicles to be registered that are not electric after 2030, and then like 2 weeks later told people not to plug their cars in because the grid
power grid couldn't handle it.
I'm just saying, there's a reason people are moving everywhere away from California. I mean, but yeah, T's and P's.
And here's the thing:
left, I mean,
the whole
state?
the fires out there is, for the most part, it's all preventable.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
like
100%.
even the ecologists out there are saying that we need to do some kind of like brush clearing and but
you have to.
It's all of those people that aren't even the ecologists but are standing up for the ecologist. It's like the Karen getting pissed off that someone's being racist to a black dude when he's like, dude, no, that's fucking funny. It's all these other people that are out there like, no, save the sea turtles, don't use plastic straws. And you don't do backburns and you don't do clearing.
Yeah,
Mother Nature is going to clear it out at some point, whether you want them to or not.
We have what we call Iowa prairie grass here, right? And every couple of years they burn it all, like all of it, and it like the whole state seems.
That's
like
to
it's
let
on
the
fire.
prairie dogs free. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in California we have this stuff we call firegrass. And it lights super, super quick and hot, but it burns and then it's gone.
Well, it burns.
The thing that California has.
Iowa.
It comes back like the following year after a decent rain.
Yeah.
But California, let's be honest, the only reason that LA exists is because we stole water from other places. LA was a fucking desert. Like that entire area was just desert. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like
I'm so glad to be out of there.
I feel like it's 2024. Okay.
5.
Or 2025. No, it is 2025. You're right.
It is 2025.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's 2025.
It's been a week and a half.
Dude, I've been sick for a week and a half. I haven't left my fucking bed other than to go to work. But I feel like we could figure something out. Because How is LA?
Here's an idea.
Is LA?
Drop a couple bombs in the path of the fire, obliterate what's in its path, and then
But that's
it won't
the
be
thing.
able to have anything to.
That's the thing. You're in California, so everything is super dry right now. So that bomb would just catch everything else on fire.
There was
Well, I
one
mean-
year that so I used to live in a very, very fire prone area. Basically, whenever you hear about fires, odds are it went through the area that was my backyard. And they tried doing backburns. The problem is that the winds out there right now are between 60 and 90 mile an hour gusts. Fuck, I can't talk.
Yeah.
They
You
did
can't
say that there was the
control.
possibility of fire tornadoes.
Yeah, like you cannot control even a controlled backburn. You can't control it in a 90 mile an hour gust. Like most people have never experienced winds that fast.
Another horrible thing that I've heard is I heard a lot of insurance companies have pulled fire from people's policies in the last few months.
Like 2 weeks or 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right before the 2 months before the fire started. They pulled
I have
fire
an
insurance.
idea. I think we should get these insurance companies by the balls somehow. Tell them what's up, because that's fucking wrong,
stop,
dude.
man! Everybody, stop buying insurance right now.
No,
are you calling out for more Luigi Mangiani or whatever the hell his name is? Mangiani?
No, I'm not. But if anybody wants,
just
come up with a safer plan of not killing people.
There was this thing that I read recently, and I haven't done any research on this, and I really think I need to do some research on it. No school shooters have been put to death, but yet they're seeking the death penalty for the guy that killed one CEO.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not saying that is 100% true or anything like that, but
no, I think you're right. I heard that too. I heard that on Rogan.
As far as I know, New York is a non-death penalty state. So how are they seeking the death penalty in a state that? But yet they are.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna have to do a little more research on it. Let me know in the comments if I'm absolutely wrong on the whole thing, or if you happen to have some more information on those types of things. Also, Luigi got fucked.
Well,
or not Luigi, but the dude that reported him at the McDonald's. You hear about that bullshit?
He got fired.
Oh yeah, he didn't even get the grant. Well,
he did not get money. He didn't get the reward money because he didn't call the tip line. He called the cops instead.
Yeah, and then he got fired too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you see all of the
McDonald's got like the worst reviews ever? Like a whole bunch of 1-star reviews.
Did you see all the clapbacks from like Burger King and Wendy's and shit?
Burger King was like, we don't snitch.
Yeah, Burger King like, we're not snitch. Straight up, their Twitter was just fire. I think everyone's trying to take after Wendy's right now. Wendy's is they are the number one thing that's
platform.
As far as X goes, absolutely. They were the ones to really start the clapbacks on it. And it was great.
They're the kings. They're the fucking king. They gotta be paying some good ass comedian.
BK's the kings, Wendy's the queens. Come on.
I mean, I feel like Wendy's is just.
There's another guy that creates X accounts that says like Home Depot _support.
Yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, I know
that shit's just hilarious. Let us know the next time you're in there so we can ban you or something. It was
yeah,
I wish I was that smart.
Content, man. It's all about content. You gotta figure it out. Be the
content. Figure it out. The content. Speaking of content,
one.
you know what our content is? Mostly.
What?
Games, TVs, and computer stuff, or gaming stuff.
Yeah.
All both. Yeah, but so that's a good lead in, kind of a shitty transition, but a good lead in to the Max OLED screens, which I feel you're probably going to get one.
I won't.
Well, I know you have like 6 or 7 right now.
Yeah.
But you're going to want this. And it's supposed to be like cheap. It's supposed to be cheaper overall than the current one. So
okay.
The one we talked about earlier where Travis bought one for like $800 or something like that.
Yeah, no thanks.
This is going to be a lot cheaper than that. It's supposed to be.
Even if I had Reap Havoc money, I would not pay $800 for a monitor.
I couldn't. It's like 1.5 car payment.
I don't know, man. You bought like 4 3D printers.
Yeah. They're awesome.
But you bought 4 of them.
Yeah.
No,
how many are you using?
3.
One.
His girl bought one.
I got rid of all the rest.
Whatever. You only have one now? What'd you do with the other ones? You give them away?
No, I sold them.
Okay. Even the broken one?
Oh no, okay, I still have the broken one.
All right,
That's what I have two.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why he has such an issue counting episodes. The dude has an issue with counting to 2.
I forget that it's there because it's under the desk and I don't ever see it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
You can use it as a footstool now, so that's good.
Yeah.
But the Max OLED, I don't know if it's called Max or MAX. I feel like Max is probably appropriate. But it's supposed to be 3 times brighter, 2.5 times higher resolution, and have a 5 times longer lifespan than the current OLED screens. And then it's also supposed to take up.
Go ahead.
It's supposed to take up less power. Is all I'm saying.
Does OLED like not last very long? Is it like a plasma or like? Because I'm confused.
I don't know how long it's supposed to last. Right now, I don't know what the rating is for most OLED screens, but I just know whatever it is, it's supposed to be 5 times longer.
No, I'm just wondering if 3 times brighter really matters when everyone uses dark mode when it's available. Like, is that really your selling point,
dude?
I think it all depends. So, like, for example, I saw an OLED TV where the darks were obviously extremely dark, but the brights were brighter. And what it did is it allowed it to, even when the lights are on in the background, you don't have that glare so much on your screen. The brights shine through that glare. Okay. So it's a lot easier to play in that kind of a setting.
So back to dark mode, okay? One of my lifelong friends, his name is Steven, okay? He sent me a text message like a month ago, a screenshot of his phone. And he has an iPhone, and he doesn't use fucking dark mode. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you not in dark mode? He's like, I fucking hate dark mode. I'm like, you're a fucking psychopath, dude. You're a fucking psycho.
Loser.
I fucking hate light mode.
6 times brighter.
Yeah. I hate light mode.
You ever just wake up in the middle of the night, touch your phone, it's just like, bing.
Well,
open your text messages and stuff.
It wouldn't let me buy crypto on Robinhood the other day. So I had to delete Robinhood and reinstall it. And if I was pissed, I couldn't figure out how to. I had to fucking go out of Google how to turn dark mode back on because it was on light mode. It was just it was attacking the shit out of me, dude. It was horrible.
Punching you in the face.
It was just like screaming. It was like, I'm right here, woo! No, it was fucking really, really bad.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Sounds like it was a great time.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to hear more about this Max OLED if it's gonna be cheaper because OLED is like 2.5 times what regular LCD prices are.
Right. Yeah. Right now.
Yeah.
I think each of my monitors were somewhere in like the 2 to 220 range, like 240. So I've got the 227s on my side.
Price wise?
Yeah.
You actually got them on sale for $160.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, because I used the same sale as you, remember?
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
Yes.
Well, no. Wait, did you buy the 27s or the 32s?
I have 132.
Okay, yeah, I bought 232s and 227s,
and they were the exact same price.
And no, the 32s were a little bit more, but it wasn't much.
Okay, well, at my Sam's Club, they were the same price. But anyway, go on.
All right, so I should have just come out to Iowa to buy my shit. It'd be cheaper.
Yeah.
Or had somebody else buy them and then drive out to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad you said drive out to him.
But yeah, and he's not going to drop it off to you. Yeah.
He's also not going to ship it. Like I had to drive across the country to pick up.
I wouldn't trust him to ship it anyways.
Hey, dude, everybody got their fucking shirts, all right?
I know. Well, I mean, it took them a couple weeks, but they got them.
Did they know?
That wasn't really your fault. That was the shirt company's fault, but.
Yeah, well, actually, I shipped them out, though.
What about the stickers?
I haven't shipped those out yet.
Yeah, when did you get them?
Huh?
When did you get them?
Like, I got them like 2 weeks after I shipped the shirts out.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, so the reason that I haven't sent them out yet is because I think I'm going to order more.
Okay.
But I don't know yet. Because my cousin was asking, because I told my cousin's going to Florida in March or something. And I said, hey, if I give you some stickers, will you put them everywhere? He's like, fuck yeah, I will. So I'm thinking about ordering QR code stickers.
That'd be cool.
So we could put those
just put the link tree on there, and then everybody can go to their favorite thingamajigger.
Yeah.
one QR code, Linktree, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to hijack someone's QR code by like taking a Sharpie and just like.
Be careful with that. There is a
There
way
would
to.
be a way
There
to do
is people that have been like putting like QR codes over QR codes. So when you scan it, it's like actually a scam and it breaks into your phone and stuff and steals all your information. So
maybe we won't do QR codes then. It was a really
it's a
good
little scary,
idea
isn't
when I thought about it.
Yeah,
But
that's the
I
thing.
mean, it is a
I
good idea,
actually
but-
did not like that when I started going into restaurants during COVID. And they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just scan the
Mhm, yeah.
QR code. And it's like all of these like very public and like highly trafficked places. I'm just like,
Mhm.
I really don't want to do that. Just give me a fucking menu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo
You know,
Wild
I'll
Wings
like
Wings
wipe it down
still has you
myself
do
if you
that.
want.
You know who does it
Nah,
right? This is who does it right. Texas Roadhouse does it right. They got that
Yeah.
big fucking.
They put the menus at the
that-
table.
Well, they got that big fucking machine there that you can play games on it if you want to, and pay your bill on it. You don't have to even talk to anybody.
There's
ours
a lot of
isn't
people
that
that
big,
have an
yeah.
issue with those machines.
Oh, I love those.
They are
machines.
kind of
Because-
annoying. Like at the end,
Well-
they're like, "Oh, pay your bill on that," and then I gotta wait to tell them like, "Hey, you got military discount," and they're like, "Yeah, let me take it off," and then I gotta wait for them to come back. And
Well, it's not just that, but it's also like you're like normally being in America, like it's almost an expectation that you tip. And now you're doing part of that work yourself, but yet you're still expected to pay the same tip.
I will tip more if I don't have to deal with a fucking human.
Do you know what my tip is based on how empty my drink gets?
A lot of people.
If I'm
are like
sitting
that.
there, like if I'm sitting there, and I'll even like be nice about it, and I'll like put my empty cup towards the edge of the table,
Mhm.
like hint, hint, nudge, nudge
Yeah.
type thing.
oh,
And
it's
if
that
it-
rude.
That's
I
not
always do
rude.
it just because I figure it's gonna help them out.
Yeah,
Put
no,
it
I don't
towards
think
the
I
table.
don't think it's rude.
I'm not
I don't
trying to
think
say,
it's rude
"Hey,
at all.
give
Yeah.
me a drink now." I'm just
No,
like,
rude
"Hey,
would be me going like,
here, you can take it."
fucking drink, people.
Dude, I am a fucking I tip 25%. Okay, everywhere we go,
That's where I
Just
start.
funny.
I tip 25%. Lately, motherfuckers haven't been earning that shit, man. I like.
Like,
Oh yeah.
We went somewhere the other day and they fucked me. This is a new thing they're trying, so watch the fuck out. We went to well, I'm serious. Oh, this is gonna piss you off. Okay, so you got the screen, right? The screen is, but 1, 2, or usually it's like 10, 15, 20%, or 15, 20, 25%, right? I went to click the left one because it was at like a fucking a sub place, like a sandwich shop, right? Like I ordered my
yeah.
sandwich, like why am I fucking tipping to begin with, fuckers? And
I don't
hit,
tip on those
as soon
at
as
all.
it popped up, I hit the fucking left side thinking it would be the smallest one. It was the highest one. It went highest to lowest. I've never fucking seen that before. Oh,
That
I'm
was-
so
I-
fucking mad.
I think it
So-
was BJ's and one other place that were doing it where their math was just wrong completely. So they were like, yeah, this is 15% of whatever it was.
Yeah,
and
but
it was like 28%.
Yeah.
Who does that? But who actually takes the time to figure
People
that shit
that are
out?
good at math
I'm
and
good at-
can
I'm-
look at it and be like,
I'm really good
that's
at
not
math.
right.
That's not right.
I can usually figure out what's pretty close, right?
Like, if
haven't
I
had
look at a
one that was
number-
noticeably wrong because I would fucking say something. I think.
If I look at a number and it is more than like, 1/5 of whatever it is, because 1/5 for me is real quick to figure out at 20%.
Yeah, right.
And if it's more than that and it's saying that it is less than,
Yeah,
I ended up
I'm
seeing
just
one
saying,
of those
like,
things.
I wonder how many people just click whatever and don't pay attention to it though, because like
I'll say
I
this. I'm on that movement where, like, if you go, I go into, well, I used to, I don't anymore, but I was going into Domino's, or I'd go pick up food for lunch or something like that. I'd call it in and go pick it up.
Yeah.
And every single one of the restaurants will turn around the thing after you pay and it'll say
Why?
tip.
Why?
0. No tip. I don't tip on those, period.
you shouldn't have
It's not-
to.
it-
It shouldn't
that's what I'm
even. They
saying.
shouldn't
It
even
became-
ask.
That became a thing during COVID and
Yeah.
has stuck. And it should not be a thing. There should not be a thing for me to drive,
I don't
take
have to
my
fucking
time, my
tip at
gas money to
Subway,
drive to
motherfuckers.
pick up.
You're making my
food.
sandwich. Get the fuck out of the way.
and
I'll make
then
it myself.
You're trying to tell me to,
Oof.
you're telling me to tip. I'm
Oof.
like, that doesn't
I'm
make
throwing
any
down the
sense. You're doing your
gauntlet.
normal
Yes,
job, but
yes.
I'm doing
So,
the rest of the work, and
fuck
you're telling me
yeah.
to tip you.
So there are some places that I will still tip if I go into a place and do something.
Where?
So if I go, normally it's the local sushi place. When I go in and I pick up, even if it is me going in to pick it up,
That's
it's not
because
the
it's your
DoorDash
fucking
stuff.
people. You're like, oh, sorry, you're my cousin, so I'll tip you. That's not fair.
I will say that.
Hey, Missa, make
tipping
sure that you
each
clip
person
that
can
one
be-
and just
Yeah.
like I want
say,
to make sure. Oh.
Tipping your sushi person could give you better sushi, but at the same time, it's already like $15 a roll. So
yeah,
not out here. It's not. Like I said, I'm in Ohio now.
it ain't very fresh out there either, man.
No, it's
pretty good.
Really good out here. Yeah,
Good.
I'll be honest.
I'm freeze all the fish anyways.
I'm a sushi snob, and the whole thing is I'm pretty sure they can like get it here from the Atlantic pretty quick.
I think they freeze it.
Yeah, I mean, if you to freeze all the food. So Keith Lee ate some sushi, and they saw a little parasite coming out of the side of it when he was about to eat it. They're supposed to freeze all the fish and everything because what it does is actually kills parasites.
Well, typically they freeze it on the boat anyway. So before they bring it,
I don't think it's like
on the boat.
I don't know if it's really frozen or if it's kept in like a catch basin.
Yeah. Well,
but either way, they're supposed to freeze it regardless when they get it to the sushi place and put it in the freezer, and then it's supposed to kill parasites. And then when you use it,
my neighbor catches steelhead out of Lake Erie. He'll bring it to us, and we will just cut it up
raw.
Yeah.
You a fucking psycho?
Oh my god! So you guys have to understand, all right?
I grew up eating fish that I caught out of the river all the time. But if it's a river fish, you cook that motherfucker, dude.
It's. Don't worry. You have guys. I just have to make sure that everyone understands that Cece tried pho for the first time about 6 months ago. All right, he is a very uncultured person.
That's
not doesn't understand the ways of the world
Iowa much. So
that's not true. I'm very cultured.
Okay, just because you like swabbed the gutter outside of your house does not mean you have culture.
I'm
Relax,
cultured,
punishment,
bro. I'm very cultured.
I've been to Taco Bell.
My girlfriend's Puerto Rican, dude.
Your Puerto Rican girlfriend is the whitest person in that house.
That is true.
And clip that.
No, Brie. I love Brie to death, but no, she is. When you think of a Latina wife, that's not Brie.
Yeah, I don't think a real Latino wife would put up with me.
No,
Brie is closer to a Southern belle than a Latino wife will ever.
Dude, you
than
fucking
it'll ever
think
be.
that she's got an evil fucking side to her. Don't let her fucking fool you.
Yeah, no fooling.
Anyway,
do you guys do you know who Notch is?
Yes, he's the creator of Minecraft.
Yes. So there's rumors going, which he put it on his Twitter, and I don't know if he's actually going to follow through with it because there's rumors that he won't. He'll just do something else anyways. But he put up a poll saying should he do like this other game or Minecraft 2, and like overwhelmingly it was Minecraft 2.
So basically, from what he said was Minecraft did not turn into the game that he wanted it to.
Correct. So if he did Minecraft 2, it would be what the actual Minecraft was supposed to be. And he didn't want the Minecraft to have like any updates because obviously Microsoft wanted updates because it would continuously bring in some revenue. Like they could add things that people would buy.
Yeah.
Obviously it makes sense. So he ended up like selling the original Minecraft for $2.5 billion back in 2014.
Yeah.
And left it. So then now he couldn't call it Minecraft 2 because Microsoft owns Minecraft. So he would have to go as a completely, I don't know, Block City or something. I don't know if he uses that.
Yeah.
But this one just wouldn't have any of the updates or anything like that. And he says if he does it, it's not about about the money because he already has billions.
Yeah.
So he's not. If he did it, he would do it for the fans. But again, it's just. He made the post on Twitter or X, and there's no actual saying that. And I've heard something about him possibly just not even doing it and just doing his own game anyways. But
yeah, I think
so. With all of the video game like legality stuff that's going, like the legal stuff that's going on right now, with what Nintendo is doing. If he's really trying to make the real Minecraft, wouldn't it be taking the stuff that he sold to Microsoft already? Isn't that just a lawsuit waiting to happen? I get that he's the original creator of it.
No, like so basically he said that even like before when he sold it to Microsoft, it had already turned away from what he wanted it to be to begin with.
I understand that. But I mean, if he is taking the original idea that he had, and Minecraft, branched out from that idea, wouldn't that original idea still be under the Microsoft copyright and what he
Well,
sold.
that would be like
No.
that'd be like any battle royale suing or being sued by the first battle
so.
royale. You know what I mean?
Isn't that what Nintendo is doing with their shit? That's why I'm bringing up Nintendo, that they are.
Well, yeah, you're talking about Nintendo with Pal World, but there's like a difference between like they're suing over like I think the only reason they could really sue Pal World was because Pal World was a Japanese company as well. It's the only way they were
Correct.
going to get away with it. It's not an American
Correct.
company. But if you have these companies like the battle royales, like Warzone, PUBG, Fortnite, Royal Chicken or whatever it was, Mini Royale, all that
I
good
loved
stuff.
Mini Royale.
Mini Royale was
loved
good.
it.
I mean, when
liked
it
it a
was
lot.
released, there was like 34 players. It wasn't that. It was so hard to get into a game. But
It was.
I'm just saying that first battle royale would be able to sue basically everybody below it because they have the same play style as a certain game. If someone were to create a new Minecraft,
Yeah, but I don't think, I don't think
it's not
gonna be
not
anything- I don't think it's
necessarily.
going to be anything like Minecraft. Is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that they're going to take the same idea of it. I'm saying that they're literally taking the base of it that he created
Yeah.
and going a different direction.
Well,
I'm just wondering if the guy has to actually start from nothing, even though he was the
Oh
creator.
no, I think he will
and
start,
going a different
I think
way.
he will start from nothing.
All right.
But I
Yeah.
think the big thing to get out of it is like the game took a turn really early and headed to where it is now or where it was when he sold it. And I think that like way before that, it was like he couldn't figure out how to do what he wanted to do, so he did what he could do. If that makes any sense. So
It
he
does.
did say it's been like 10 years since he has done any coding, and that this would be like possibly a mess up. And if it is a mess up, then he'll admit to it.
Yeah.
But
Are you both sick?
no, I'm not. I had a right before I came home, I was drinking a berry smoothie
Mhm.
that I made with like frozen strawberries, blueberries, cherries, all that good stuff. So like the small seeds and stuff are like in my teeth and then in my throat, and I'm like,
I have
trying to get them out.
I have heartburn too now, so just want to let you guys know that.
Drink some lemon water, bud. Get some water, put some lemon in there.
I'll
that
do
help
Yeah,
out.
CC is just a miserable human
I
being
am
this week.
a fucking mess right now, dude. Like,
Help
is on the
luckily
way.
I can fucking talk right now because literally this is I recorded I edited the podcast Sunday morning.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for the last time I was down here, I think was Thursday when we recorded, but I haven't even been in this room since Sunday when I uploaded the podcast.
All right, CC, I got some good news for you
as
then.
me.
All right,
Yeah,
this
what's
might raise your spirits a little bit.
Okay.
NVIDIA released the release dates and
This
also
is
the cost of
this
the.
is not gonna raise my.
Oh, I know it's not, because CC didn't listen to everyone around him and be like, "Hey, just wait for the next gen graphics cards to come out." So what was it, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago? Because it was like Black Friday, right?
Yeah,
That you bought what was it, a 4070,
the 4060 Ti.
a 4060 Ti?
If anybody wants to buy a 4060 Ti, it is in pristine shape.
He has mined a bunch of cryptocurrency with it,
not mined
so
a
you don't
single
want it.
thing. $250. It has less than 50 hours of gameplay on it.
But yeah, I mean, February, I'm probably building my new computer with
I don't
these
blame you
prices
now.
coming out. The RTX 5070 is $549. The 5070 Ti is $749. 5080 is $1,000, and of course their flagship 5090 is going to be more pricey, but even that doesn't reach what the 40 series did, and it's $2,000.
And
let's
5070,
by the way,
oh, go ahead.
is this is something you're gonna like because you got the 4060 Ti.
It's stronger than the 4090. I know.
It's stronger than the 4090.
Yeah, I know. By the way, let's all take a moment here and thank NVIDIA for saving Intel's life. That's what they did here.
I just want to be one of those people saying that NVIDIA has had several wins since their huge debacles back during COVID and slightly after. Like, NVIDIA could do no right for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, well, they're doing so much right, and if these cards perform the way they are supposed to, or the way they say they will, they're going to completely save Intel. Because let's face it, if you have an RTX card, you want to match it with an Intel, preferably. Just like if you have an AMD card, you want to match that with AMD, preferably. And with all the problems they had with the
13 and
1400Ks,
mm-hmm.
this is gonna save their asses too. So I wonder how much input Intel had in this whole ordeal. I wonder how much money they paid NVIDIA to do this, because
that is something I saw a lot more often. Was there were a lot more people running AMD processors and NVIDIA graphics cards.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to work as seamlessly as if you match them with what they're supposed to be matched with. Like an AMD with an AMD is going to run. It's going to run better. An Intel and NVIDIA is just going to run better. That's just how they're coded. You may never even notice a problem with it if you have a mix match combo. Nothing wrong with it. But
what if I would have put a Toyota part in my Scion? Then what?
I mean,
well, it depends on what it is.
I think Toyota owns
those
Scion,
floorboards probably work just fine.
They did, yeah. Scion's no longer a thing, but yeah, Toyota is. It's Scion. It was really just a different named brand of Toyota. It was exactly Toyota.
Yeah. I have a cool fucking thing to tell you guys. So, my fucking car, my Tesla, has games on it, right? I went out there the other night and I was fucking bored, and I sat in my car and I was wiping it out with Armor All wipes, you know, because it's my baby, and I was like, you know what?
So where you got sick? Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to play one of these games. No, because my car's like heats. As soon as I open the door, it starts heating up. But regardless, I'm sitting in my car and they have a Tesla racing game in there. So I'm like, well, I don't know how to control this, because I was gonna come in to get my controller and try Stardew Valley, my Xbox controller. But I was like, fuck it, I'll just try this racing game. You race with the steering wheel and the pedals in the car.
Pretty legit.
It's fucking legit, dude.
We were asking about that like 2 or 3 weeks ago if you could do that.
That's why I brought it up now, yeah.
So this is why you haven't been playing games. You've just been too into your car.
I've done Tesla.
I've done a total of like 5 races on it. But yeah, it's fucking legit, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Are you good?
I just imagine him playing GTA. He's gonna have to get one of those old Nintendo guns. He's just throwing it out the window.
Oh, yeah.
I was very bad the first race, and then the second race I did bad. I do a little bit better every time, but it's basically Mario Kart, where you have like shit you can shoot at people, and I don't know what all the stuff does yet. So
you suck. That's fine.
CC, what is your favorite race?
What
is your favorite race?
The ones I don't have to run. Boom.
That's the answer.
But yeah, no, it's very fun. So yeah, but yeah, we had talked about that a while ago. We didn't know if I could, but yeah.
Speaking of Mario Kart and steering wheels, you remember how the Wii had the steering wheel? I kind of wanted to do that, but they're coming out with the Switch 2, which actually, as crazy as this is supposed to be, it's possible leaked information about the Switch 2, which they're showing a lot of different functions, kind of what they were talking about with it.
Yeah.
They say that what's his name, Genki, had a leak of the Switch 2, which is supposedly supposed to launch in April. Don't know, but the Joy-Cons will, from what it looks like, no longer have that rail system where they slide on, but they're gonna just click in. Yeah, the magnetize, and they'll have like a little lever that'll pop them out.
It's because kids fuck that shit up, dude. Kids fuck that shit up so bad.
My son puts the Joy-Con in his mouth. I'm like, it's already a weak controller. What are you doing?
Right. And those fuckers are not cheap either, right?
No, they're not. They're like $150
Oh, they're $150?
60. They're like 100 or 150 or something like that. I don't remember for just the Joy-Cons. The last time I went but that was GameStop. I don't know. That's GameStop. But
it's just like, this why I don't have kids.
They're supposed to have like a laser in the side of it, from what it looks like, which might turn it into like a mouse, or it might be something to do stabilizing. I don't know. Maybe you can just, right now you can use the Joy-Con as a steering wheel anyways.
Yeah.
My daughter does it all the time when she races. So those people that, like, when you were growing up and you were trying to do this with the controller and it didn't work, but now it will.
That's my mom.
Oh, it absolutely works. What are you talking about?
This is how my mom plays fucking Mario Brothers, dude. She like has the controller, and when she jumps, she does this.
I did too.
You did too, you fucking psycho.
Yeah, when I was like 5, I was playing,
I will say,
that's different.
When I'm sniping, I'll catch myself like
leaning, trying to see.
Like
I've done
all-
that
we've
trying to
all
like
seen
look
you.
around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
I
all
do
seen
do
you on
that.
stream do it.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
it
that's
pretty
true.
bad. Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that.
The cool thing about the Joy-Cons though is like it's from what it looks like, it's not going to be that full like blue or salmon or pink color, whatever you want to call it, orange, whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This time it's going to be like right behind the joystick is going to be the color, and the inside, like where the rail system is going to be that color as well. So the blue, the orange,
Oh, okay.
whatever have you. So instead of the whole controller being that way, there was the possibility of like, from what I heard, there
When
was
is
3
this thing
different
supposed
colors,
to
like
come out? We
white,
know
gray,
yet?
April.
April, okay.
Possibly. We're not
So-
100% positive. This is a possible leak.
I'm seeing the
So-
regular Switches on Facebook Marketplace for like $100 constantly, and I want one, but I'm like trying to save money right now, so I haven't got one.
Mm.
The games are so fucking expensive.
The one thing about the whole leaks, just because like I did read through the list and there are a lot of leaks, and I saw the very end of it,
Mhm.
but with the launch date being apparent in April, that's too close to right now. There's no way that that's a leak. That's
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I've been
there
thinking. There's 3 different things on this list that are about a leak. I'm like, is every single one of these leaks just accidental or unintentional?
No, I mean it's. I am gonna say that a lot of it is probably like we'll go into it next. We'll go into the XQC thing because it's kind of goes into it. But
Right.
when you give your game out to these people that are playing these to mass audiences, but you don't want them to play it to the mass audience, you're going to have things that happen
Those
because there
leaks,
are
yeah.
people that have access to Discords. There are people that have access to the accounts when you do a branding of some kind. It could just be an unreleased VOD on there where they're using, the Twitch dashboard just to record things. Your what the hell are they called? Your editors have access to those things on Twitch. So it might not be Genkai that is actually doing those leaking. It might be from his account that happened.
Yeah, I
But
mean-
it's bound to happen. The more hands you have in a pot, the more
See,
likely
and
you
with
are to
this,
do something.
I'm thinking it was something intentional because obviously it was like a full video, showed everything. Like it showed the grips on the back of the Joy-Cons where it like holds like a regular controller now. And it showed like accessibility with Nintendo Switch Online, so it'd have backwards capability. Like these things aren't just like someone saw a picture of what it's going to look like. This was like a
Right.
whole video that got leaked. And it's like, are these things leaks now? You know? And like you were saying, XQC,
Mhm.
I feel almost like Marvel Rivals had him go into a PvE match on accident and show, because Overwatch 2 was supposed to have a campaign PvE mode,
Right.
and it never came. That's why they kind of like forced Overwatch 2. But now Marvel Rivals is saying, here it is.
So I was in contact with a bunch of the content creators that did things for Diablo 4 when it was in its closed alpha where no one had access to it, the DMs, the DNAs and whatever.
Right.
DNA?
DMCA.
Whatever. No, not DMCA.
NDA.
It's the NDA, thank you.
NDA.
Not blood, but the legal document.
I have an
Yeah.
MBA. I don't. Continue.
But they couldn't talk about those things in a open forum at all whatsoever. I mean, I had talked
Right.
to them offline or just in Discord, whatever, and had conversations. There's a chance that I could have leaked those things out to people. I didn't, because I was, within this community. I wasn't a part of the game testing for it, but I was within the community. And it could be something like that that's leaking a lot of that information. As far as XQC goes, I still think the guy's just a fucking idiot across the board.
I mean, it's possible.
Like, I mean,
I played Sea of Thieves Insider, which was, like the testing for all the things that were supposed to be coming out. And the only people I talked to is like my friend Casey and anybody else I knew that had Insider, the people that signed that NDA. Those were the only people that were allowed in because we were all talking about the same thing. Other than that, like I was streaming quite a bit at that time. I would not stream if I had someone in my chat that was going to be talking about the Insider, or if we were going to be going into Insider, obviously. So it just, I don't know. Some people I just either A, like XQC obviously makes enough to where he just probably just doesn't even care, or B, someone told him like, hey, accidentally go into a PvE game so we can show that this is coming, which I feel is almost like a trailer, a free trailer through XQC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you. I'm with you.
I don't know. You guys should look up Fran Overwatch at some point. He was dating her and fucked all that stuff up. He's just an idiot.
Well, here's another leak. So since we're on leaks, here's the third one.
So many
leaks from Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming and Ghost of Hope says that there's the next console of Xbox is supposed to be the Xbox Prime, and it's set to release in 2026.
Wow. Now that to me sounds like an actual leak with it being set, 16, 18, 20 months in the future.
Mm-hmm.
That to me sounds like someone fucked up. That one
sounds that one sounds like more of a leak. And it says that it's possible to release with the Infinity Ward's next COD title. So maybe they'll have like that whole bundle pack, kind of similar to what PlayStation had with Spider-Man and stuff. So
even less of a reason to ever go back to COD.
Yeah. But still, I mean, if Xbox, so we were talking before, like how Xbox was turning away.
It's supposed to come out in 2025?
2026.
2026.
This is 2025. Right now they've got all these TVs, these gaming systems and stuff coming out with like Xbox Cloud. Like there's TVs that are being released right now with the Xbox app already installed, so you can do cloud gaming.
So Jared messaged me the other night. He got a new TV that had the Xbox Cloud Gaming on it, and he was playing in the other room with his Xbox in the other room. He said it played great.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the amount of bloatware on the new TVs? Or you want to finish your shit with?
I mean, we can, but like, I don't. I'm a person that when I buy a TV, I don't care if it's a smart TV or not. I would prefer to not buy a smart TV because I put Fire Sticks on all my TVs. Even my smart TVs have Fire Sticks on them because there's not a smart TV out there, in my opinion, that has a good UI or it isn't like slow as fuck. In my opinion,
I don't know. The Samsungs that I have are fine. It's just that WebOS is very, very intrusive. I can't actually update some of my apps now that are on there without creating another account.
I need to check the firmware on mine because mine has gotten so slow.
I don't want to create an account for my TV.
Yeah, I don't
Mucho take it easy. Mucho take it easy, okay?
Get a Fire Stick, boys and girls. Get
Mucho
Fire
take it easy.
I will say this. The new TV that we put out in the workout room out here is a Fire TV, so I didn't have to put a Fire Stick on it. But if it starts running like shit, I'll put a Fire Stick on it.
I have a cat.
I have one for it.
They have you remember how we talked about earlier couple episodes ago, last season? Mm-hmm. We were talking about how PlayStation was making these movies based off of games.
Yes.
And I think maybe we did talk about Horizon Zero Dawn being one of them. I don't remember what all they were, but Horizon Zero Dawn.
We did.
This one I don't think we talked about. I think they've just decided to make it a movie. Helldivers 2. They're going to be making it a movie. I saw
that. And why not just make a Starship Troopers 12? Like
that's what a lot of people are saying is it's Starship Troopers, but now Helldivers. But the only difference I would say is you're not only fighting the bugs, but you're fighting the automatrons as well, right?
Well,
so
automatons. And there's a
Super Earth. There's the Illuminate. I mean, there's multiple races that you're gonna be fighting. And
wait a minute. Please remake fucking Stormtroopers.
Starship Troopers.
Fucking movie was awesome. It was so ahead of its time.
Are you stroking out?
I'm sick, bro.
He might be.
Leave
him alone. He's got head injuries. He's got it's cold.
Yeah.
Just let him be.
They extracted my foot. They X-rayed it.
No, my fucking hair follicles hurt the other day.
A bald man has hair problems.
I'm not bald, dude. I'm not bald.
You never take your hat off. So we assume that you're just right.
I know I never take my hat off.
Isn't this a safe assumption? Doesn't he look
his hat's backwards is the problem.
Doesn't he look like that if he were to take it off that he would be?
It's like hides my face, like the darkness.
You do look kind of like a troll that way, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
So that's why I like that's the thing.
Understandable.
Out in the world, I don't wear my hat backwards. I don't. Only here. This is the only time I wear my hat backwards.
We need to get you a red cap again. We need to do the whole
the OG.
We need to get you looking like Fred Durst again.
There you go, Cece. You're welcome. I forgot about this one. There was another leak. Another leak.
This
one was Squid Games. So Squid Games, they had one post that was taken down after an hour, scrubbed from the web, whatever. That was Squid Games 3 was coming out June 27th, 2025, this year. June 27th is when the first episode is supposed to air.
We knew it was going to be this year already because the very end of Squid, yes, I watched the whole thing, CC, we can talk about it off. But it says, the final season releases 2025.
Right. We just didn't know when. But they had an exact date on this post saying June 27th, first episode. They deleted it an hour later and scrubbed it. So, and then they had a different thing that showed literally all the things that were set to come for Squid Games. So there's Squid Games 1987, which is supposed to come out winter 2026. That one is set to lead up to that very first Squid Game. They have Squid Games USA, which is fall of 2026. So I don't know why Squid Games 87 is coming out. Either way. And then they have Squid Games 2.8, which is coming out 2027. Don't know where that's going to be because 2.8, it sounds like it's between 2 and 3, but is it different games or who knows? You speculate. And then Squid Games World, which is supposed to come out winter of 2028.
So this is not like a spoiler for anyone. It's just something that's you guys will end up seeing. With this new Squid Games, is it actually Squid Games 3 or is this Squid Games 2.5?
Because the way I said it is it's still 2. Technically.
Should be season 2, part 2.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But because each season should be a game. Like the first season, obviously, was the first game. Season 2 should be a second game. So if you're going to continue it, it should be season 2, part 2. Am I
right? But
let them do it however they want to do it. I mean, they're Squid Games, not me.
I believe the first season was 9 episodes long. The second season was 7 episodes.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm just that whole thing just confuses me. I'm a simple mind, so
yeah, it's
meant to confuse you. It's Squid Games.
The second season, in my opinion, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't know. I don't like it.
You know what you might be a fan of though.
What?
So you know how at the end of Avengers Endgame, Robbie Downey Jr. obviously died as Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then Chris Evans as Captain America went back into his past and lived and came back into the future as like an old man or just met him at the park as an old man.
Spoilers, I haven't seen the movies. Jesus.
You haven't seen
Liar.
Endgame?
He's lying, first of all. Second of all, so now I looked into what it showed as the cast for Avengers 5. Captain America is supposed to be played by Chris Evans again. But they're saying he's not going to come back as the normal Captain America. He's supposed to come back as Nomad, which is the guy that basically, once Captain America didn't trust in the government anymore, he left the Captain America persona behind and became Nomad.
Yeah, so basically the character he played in Infinity War and Endgame.
Similar, kind of, just because he didn't. Right after, what was it, Civil War, basically? Yeah, where he was kind of not so trusting. Yeah, that pretty much that character, but this way he goes all the way to Nomad. Now, it's not guaranteed that he's going to turn into Nomad, but it's saying pretty much he would be possibly a Nomad from another universe, or he'd be another Captain America from another universe, but people are speculating that it's probably going to be Nomad.
So. I get that the MCU has gone hardcore into the whole multiverse and time travel. For me, as soon as anything goes into time travel, if it's not just a quick movie or if they're doing whatever they're doing and then it goes into time travel, I lose all interest because then they don't even care about what their story was anymore. They're just making shit up. They're just like, hey, imagine if we go to an entire world where they're just made of bagels. Hey, that would work in this universe.
Yeah, but
I lose all interest in it.
But the way they did the time travel in Endgame was so fucking good. So smooth.
It was real good.
So perfect.
The only reoccurring show that has multiverse that I like is Rick and Morty. Because they don't take themselves serious. They don't even care. They openly admit they're like, yeah, we kind of fucked up this whole thing, so we're just going to say that this fixed it.
But what they did was they left and they took the time or the stones. Then they brought them back at the exact moment or whatever,
Back to the Future 2, I believe, right? When Marty goes into the future with Doc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's messed up, right? That's broken.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's my whole thing with a lot of the time travel, because that's time travel, not multiverse.
Yeah.
Once you go into time travel, there is no proper way to really do it. I did like that the way that they did it was the alternate future going back because of the events that happened, which was much better than a lot of other time travel-y type movies have done.
Mm-hmm.
But because a lot of the other ones are like, oh, we just go right back to the future. It's fine. Whatever. We didn't do anything. The Simpsons did another great one where Homer goes through and like starts stepping on plants and destroying things or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they don't take themselves seriously.
Right.
That one, I get it. It was really dumb, but you're talking 30, 40 years ago. Like, there wasn't the scrutiny that we have now with time travel when that movie was put out.
I don't think they could have done it any better, personally. I thought it was fucking great.
No, and that's what I'm getting at as far as Back to the Future goes. As far as the new stuff, like I said, I just start losing interest when they just start throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks.
Well, you also have to remember that in the comics there was like a whole multiverse thing for like a while. Like it was part of the comic world, you know, so that's why
I'm fine with it being a thing.
Did you see the new Spider-Man?
No, I don't think I've seen a Spider-Man since.
Dude, you gotta watch the.
Oh, that was amazing.
Was I think it was Spider-Man 3? Emo Spidey?
3.
Yeah, that was 3. Yeah.
Yep.
That was the last one I watched.
The newest one that was released, Far From Home or No Way Home. I can't remember what.
No Way Home. No Way Home.
No Way Home. All three of the Tobey Maguire comes back as Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. It's very cool. But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
NVIDIA.
Back to NVIDIA because they're doing things that are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Right, and CC will love this. NVIDIA and Krafton are working together on PUBG, and what they're doing is making PUBG's first co-playable character AI partner, which will be designed to play basically like a human, but as AI. So you can actually talk to it and communicate with it. It'll be able to communicate back with you, work with your goals and strategies. But it's powered by NVIDIA Ace Tech. So I don't know when this is supposed to be released, but you'll be able to play duos with an AI and actually talk to it and then try and have it move where you want or have it flank or whatever have you.
Why would I like that? I don't play PUBG.
No. It's just the whole idea of not having to
play by yourself.
Look for or deal with somebody else. You could have like a functioning. Yeah, right. You don't have to talk to people.
Yeah.
So we've talked about a bunch of wins that are happening. PlayStation is fucking up again. Well, apparently, you are going to have a PSN account for the Last of Us 2 PC port. So apparently they didn't learn from Helldivers, and they're doing it again.
As long as it's
at least they're doing it before it
releases,
though.
You know, yeah. That's where they.
It's not like it's released and then they're like, oh hey, by the way, you now have to create a PSN to continue to play the game you've been playing for 3 months.
The thing I don't understand about that is like the point of having a PSN account, is like using that PSN account. If I just have to have the account in order, I'm never gonna fucking use it anyway.
Well, as my good friend Justin would say, never say never.
No, he doesn't.
Well, no, it's all a way to gather information for advertising and marketing and shoving things down your throat, because it is going to be more spam in your inbox. So I have an email account specifically for all of those things that I don't want to do. Yep. My web OS TV is on this random ass thing that I guarantee if I were to open up right now has like 10,000 spam emails. I know they're going to get hacked. I know that they don't have top end security, because what does it fucking matter? They're there just to collect data.
Right.
And they're probably the ones selling it also.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate technology. But I'm pretty sure PlayStation is doing the same fucking thing.
Last thing we have, which is actually another surprise. I think, what is this, number 5? Another leak, right?
Another leak.
Pokemon Go raids. So Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno.
Articuno.
Yeah, see, may appear in the Dynamax raids from January 20th to February 3rd. So it was apparently posted on the Saudi Arabian Pokemon Go's Twitter page, but was like quickly removed. But people obviously captured it beforehand. So if you're a big Pokemon Go player, the 20th through February 3rd is your go-to spot for those raids. Just throwing it out there.
And if you are going to be doing that stuff, first off, a little bit of a funny thing. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres is 1, 2, 3 in Spanish. Articuno, Zapdos, Tres. Yeah, anyway. Pokemon Go is actually going to...
Sorry. I told you my throat hurts. I had a cough right there. I apologize.
Aren't you the one dating a Puerto Rican?
Yeah, you should know this, man.
You should know these things. Anyway.
Good.
And then the following series had a 4, 5, 6, and then the Reggies had a 7, 8, 9, whatever. Pokemon Go is actually going to be unplayable on older phone devices. I actually just saw this pop up on my feed. Effective in March. The update drops between March and June. But yeah, Pokemon will become unplayable on a number of different mobile devices, with some phones set to lose access as early as March.
Well, at least they kept it for after these raids.
What kind of devices?
The older ones. The ones that suck, man. Like your iPhone 5.
That suck, man. That's what I'm wondering.
I guess you'll find out when the update happens, man. Come on.
I won't find out because I don't play Pokemon Go. But...
So the things that it's really going to be affecting is anything that's running on 32-bit, because they're upgrading to a 64-bit, system.
Oh, okay.
So that will be one of the bigger things that they'll be doing. So yeah, it will be just... Yeah, right. My chocolate's just going to be out. I can't do anything with that anymore.
Well, at least my Nokia brick still has Snake. You know what I mean? But I
actually got into a conversation about Nokias earlier today. I was talking to a group of fairly... They're younger. One of them's still in high school. I don't know why he's in that conversation, but he's like 15. Everyone else, but they're still young. They're like in their early 20s, like 18 to early 20s. They had no idea except for memes about the Nokia. And when we refer to it as a brick, the 15-year-old's like, "Oh, I'll break it with a sledgehammer." And I'm like, I don't think you understand how strong those old Nokias were. Like,
well, you had
I think the only thing that was... You did. I think the only thing stronger than the old Nokias would have been those the Nextel phones. Did you ever have those?
It was not.
They had the walkie-talkie feature.
Were just heavy as fuck. My dad.
Dude, I dropped mine out of a bucket truck.
My dad threw.
And my dad had one that had like screws and bolts in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw
waterproof, shock resistance, all that shit.
Through the oven.
It just never broke.
Our kitchen. He threw it right through the fucking oven door, like the glass door. He got all pissed off because the walkie-talkie wouldn't work, and he fucking whipped it, and it went right through the door. But yeah,
how nuts is that the phone was stronger than an oven?
Yeah, yeah. I was the guy that like left my phone on the roof of my car constantly when I was putting gas in. Back then you just put like $5 in.
Not surprised.
Because $5 got you.
Why would you put your phone on the... Why not just leave it in your vehicle?
Well, I was talking to people. I was talking on the phone or texting, set it down, pump my gas, then I would leave, then I'd be like, get like halfway home, be like, fuck, and go find your phone in 5 different pieces, put it back together. It fucking works just fine. The old Nokia 3390.
Back in the day, sturdy phones.
Yeah.
I would if Nokia like came out with a proper built smartphone, I think I would do it. I know that they have some things.
They did that recently.
It wasn't the brick. Like, I want the brick.
You want the brick? Well,
I want the brick.
Having the brick isn't much different than having an Android now, so I don't blame you. I would rather have one too.
I'm gonna take an iPhone and just mold it into a brick and give it to you.
Oh my god!
But anyways, thanks everybody for watching. If there's anything that you agree with, disagree with, let us know in the comments, especially when it comes to leaks. You think they're kind of getting intentional? I do. If you have anything you want us to discuss next week, let us know. We'll make sure we talk about it, put it on the list. You can find the show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Rumble, which some of you are listening to right now. And then also feel free to follow our socials at Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram.